So, guys, it looks like there is going to be a trouble in paradise in the new marriage of Action SA and the ANC in the city of Tshwane.
ActionSA today has now said that they are going to remove themselves from the coalition if the ANC elects a mayor from their ranks. So as you can see here, it says ActionSA threatens to quit Tshwane coalition government if ANC fields mayoral candidate. The irony here, of course, is that they had to vote with the ANC and with the EFF in order to remove Celia Brink. But now suddenly they've grown a backbone and said, oh, we're not going to support an ANC mayor. Well, what did you think was going to happen?
And that is a valid question. What did Action SA think was going to happen? Because ANC worked so hard to get rid of the DMA, and ANC didn't work so hard to get rid of the DMA for them to endorse a mayor that comes from Action SA or the EFF. ANC got rid of Silas Brink because ANC wants one of their own to be the one that is leading the city of Tshwane. Just like with what happened in Johannesburg after that Kabelo Gwamanda guy was thrown out, ANC put Dada Morero there. So ANC wants the same thing to happen in the city of Tshwane. And for Action SA to come out and to threaten to leave the coalition government if ANC fields a mayoral candidate, are you guys telling me that Action SA voted with the ANC to get rid of the DA mayor before they even discuss what's going to happen after? Is this an indication that Action SA never had a conversation with the ANC to say that, guys, we are going to help you to get rid of Silas Brink, and after we got rid of Silas Brink, this is what is going to happen? Because I think if Herman Mashaba had a conversation with the ANC before he voted with the ANC to get rid of Silas Brink, he would know that the ANC would want one of their own to be the one that is leading the city of Tshwane. And maybe then, just maybe then, Herman Mashaba and Action SA would not have voted with the ANC. But they voted with the ANC regardless because they hate the DA so much. After voting with the ANC, now they are coming back to say that we are not going to support the ANC if it fields a mayoral candidate. What did you think was going to happen? Of course, the ANC was going to field a mayoral candidate. There is no way that the ANC is going to do all of that for them to endorse a mayor that comes from your party or the EFF. That is a valid question. What did Action SA think was going to happen? What did they think was going to happen? And this is exactly what people mean when they say ANC used the Action SA to get rid of the mayor of the DA. ANC, they don't care about Action SA. This is what people have been saying. This is what we have been saying ourselves. I remember in the previous video, I said that Herman Mashaba and the leadership of Action SA, they must be very careful of the people that are clapping hands for them, because it looks like majority of the people that are clapping hands for Action SA are people that come from the ANC and the EFF. These are the people that are never going to vote with Action SA. These are the people that are never going to support the Action SA. But it looks like Herman Mashaba was actually happy to get the applauses from the members of the EFF and the members of the ANC. And now he's starting to wake up and saying that, no, I cannot support the ANC if they field a mayoral candidate. Ronaldo, the question is spot on. What did Action SA think was going to happen?
Going to support an ANC mayor. Well, what did you think was going to happen? You fell for Lesufi's lies. People warned you about it, and yet you still continued with it. And now, irrespective of whether or not you vote with the ANC or not, it's going to be hard to get rid of it. Because here is the thing. You wanted a ASA mayor. Whether it was Herman Mashaba that wanted to come back to see if he could rescue Tshwane and try and act like the savior again. That clearly is what you guys had planned, but that is not what the ANC had planned because they played you. So just the headlines here. Action SA has threatened that if the ANC fields its own mayoral candidate in Tshwane, it will have to govern without it. Okay.
So now it looks like Herman Mashaba is going to learn exactly what ANC did to the DA in Johannesburg. He's going to learn what ANC did to the DA in Johannesburg after the DA voted with them to have Panyaza Lesufi as the premier of the province. The same Panyaza Lesufi turned around and said, no, we are not going to work with the DA. And now, Herman Mashaba, the people that actually had the deputy mayor in Tshwane are now saying they are not going to support the ANC. Of course, the ANC is going to field one of their own. Of course, the ANC is going to field one of their own. And as soon as the ANC announces that they're going to field a mayoral candidate, the people are going to laugh at ActionSA and say, guys, what did you think was going to happen?
You've got 19 councillors. What do you think was going to happen? You don't have enough sway in order to manipulate the result in your favor. This is as reports have suggested that the ANC, which needed ActionSA to remove Cilliers Brink as mayor, has its own mayoral candidate. Meanwhile, the DA has also demanded the return of Brink as mayor. So I highly doubt that Cilliers Brink will return as mayor because the ANC is not going to blink under Panyaza Lesufi, and ActionSA is not going to get their way because they were played by the ANC. Everybody warned them that this was going to happen, and yet their absolute hatred for everything DA was on full display, and that is why we are in this situation in Tshwane at the moment. So well done, ASA, for playing yourselves, for playing the people of Tshwane, and for playing South Africans because of your pure hatred for everything DA.
I mean, like, this is like shooting yourself on the foot, man. This is like shooting yourself on the foot. Because you would actually expect Herman Mashaba to have had conversations with the ANC before they voted for Cilliers Brink to vacate office. I mean, like, what kind of politics is this? What kind of politics is this? Not so long ago, Herman Mashaba was on television saying that the ANC needs to understand that the ActionSA does not tolerate corruption. And people laughed at Herman Mashaba and said, man, who the hell do you think you're talking about? You are talking about the African National Congress, man. How can you say that the African National Congress knows that you are not going to to support any corruption? This is a party that is built with corruption. This is a corrupt political party that you have decided to side with. This is a corrupt political party that you have decided to deal with. So I think now Eminem Mashaba is saying, no, we cannot vote for the ANC's mayoral candidate to be the one that is leading the city of Tshwane, because if that person comes and destroys the city of Tshwane, the ActionSA supporters are going to destroy us. The people are going to destroy us, because the people are going to remind us as ActionSA that we have helped the ANC to have this guy in office, this incompetent guy in office, because that is the thing. The ANC doesn't care if ActionSA has competent people to lead the city of Tshwane. The ANC is not going to support ActionSA to have one of their own to lead the city of Tshwane. The ANC is going to put one of their own. They don't care how competent or incompetent that person is. They are going to push for that person to be the one that is leading the city of Tshwane. And now ActionSA is starting to realize that we cannot support the ANC on this, because if they collapse the city of Tshwane, the people are going to blame us too, and 2026 is going to be a bloodbath for us. So we are not going to support the ANC if they field a mayoral candidate. But you voted with them to get rid of the DMA. You voted with them to get rid of the DA mayor. You made your bed, go and lie in it. You made your bed, go and lie with it. Go and support the African National Congress and their mayor. Because you don't have enough seats to do anything. So go and support the political party that you have supported in the previous week. You supported ANC last week, so we expect you to support the ANC this week.
And this is not me defending the DA, trust me. I don't need to defend or want to defend the DA after what they did to me. So this is just once again a clear illustration that ASA, there's no adult in the room. There's no personality in the room, and that ASA is pretty much a pet project of Herman Mashaba because he is the one that handpicks his people to lead because they haven't had an electoral conference in 4 years in order to elect leaders. So it's a dictatorship. It's pretty much just like the EFF. Julius Malema is at the top and decides who comes and who goes. Herman Mashaba is at the top and decides who comes and who goes. So well done to ASA for getting a massive own goal. But you won't get the irony because you've stuck so far up your own bums that there's no humor. There's no political party. Actually, it's more like a dictatorship, and it seems to be a cult because whenever you are told to do something, you do something without question, and it's absolutely pathetic. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. If you enjoy my content,
This is a massive own goal, man. This is a massive own goal from ActionSA. This is a massive own goal, man. Everybody told ActionSA that ANC doesn't care about you, man. ANC doesn't care about you. ANC doesn't care about you. I remember someone said that, yeah, Thomas, you are saying that ActionSA is supporting the African National Congress to get rid of the DA. No, the black political parties must support each other to get rid of the imperialists. This is what that person said. This is what that person said. But right now, it looks like ActionSA will have to go in bed with the African National Congress. And if the African National Congress gets their way and have their guy to be the one that is governing Tshwane, when Tshwane finally collapses, the people are going to remember that ActionSA is the one that played a vital role in the collapse of Tshwane. So good luck to ActionSA and good luck to Herman Mashaba. Guys, so please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabao, so I will see you next time. Bye-bye.